Something taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hold on, son. Ready.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Jeremy Chinn there defensively. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And they just did not get the snap away in time. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Hold on, son. Ready.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. He'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Hold on, son. Ready. 180.
To throw is Nix. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now they'll change things up. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Captain.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Touchdown! Marvin Mims from 10 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
The slot man in motion right. Now Gino. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
53, 53. 49, flip it off, 49. There goes up.
Smith. He'll drop this underneath for Genty. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
And they're using him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. To the air again, Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Got a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
By Jeremy Chin. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Nix. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. To the right side, he's got Velo. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2nd and 10.
Hold on, set. Ready. Don't go.
Sutton running it in on the left side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Show. Bombers.
Now it's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And all the way home for a Broncos score. R.J. Harvey with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
No ball.
Now Smith. He'll find Genty out of the backfield. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
28-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Now he's free at the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Smith. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Geno now to throw. That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Here's Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now he's going to step up and run. That's caught by Tucker. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Geno going to hand it to Genty. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Tuesday. 13 in.
Throwing now is Geno. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Nick Bonito. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
3rd and long.
Hey, alert!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Carlson now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the deep blanket his receivers. That's a backbreaker for the defense. They finished this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
11-yard line.
Don't go. Back in.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. An audible here to get a new look. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That flag, that'll push him back 5. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to swell the lead to 6. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Got to say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly. Normally, you get height. In this case, extra effort to block that one.
From the gun, here's Smith. That's caught. Jack Bech with it.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Here's second down and 3. Smith. Open man is Tucker. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now.
Middle. Relax up. Like gas left. 53.
Here's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Smith's going to throw it. Short throw caught by Bowers. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Third down.
Smith to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Smith. This is caught by Tucker. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Here's first down.
Line. Hey, we go. Tuesday. Hey, alert.
Smith now to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Genty. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
At the 12-yard line.
Now second and 4.
Hey, go flip her up.
Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down.
Snowball.
Now it's Smith. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by John A. Barron. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Lutzel looked to add the extra point.
Lining up for the point after.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Broncos 31, Raiders 21.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Ready. No balls, no balls. Strike.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. That's caught by Thornton. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
And the Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Ready. Reload, set. Alert. Check 58.
Now it's Smith. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
First down, Raiders.
This is first and 10.
Check 59, cover. Here we go. 13, 390%.
Smith now to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And now here comes their final timeout, as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Here's second down.
Hey, alert. Here we go. Yes, alert. Hey, it's a clip.
Throwing is Smith. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Broncos 31, Raiders 28.
So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Here's a quick throw out to Mims. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all